Hey guys, JuicyTaz201 bringing you another video. Today is the World Trade Center tutorial of the Twin Towers. So World Trade Center and Twin Towers, whatever you call them, the most iconic buildings that have ever stood in the world. Here is the tutorial that has been long awaited, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I have come up with and how thrilled I am to show this off to you. Now, good news, if you do have a world that is 10 blocks off the ground or below, it can't be any higher than 10, this will work and it will look good. All you'll have to do is go off my tutorial, but then you'll have to get rid of one floor off the building. So hopefully these screenshots or, whatever you want to call them, have sold you so far and you want to build this. I always do the video part of in the beginning so you guys can see what it looks like before you build it. And there will be some lag during this video, so I'm very sorry. It happens when you build like big buildings. Okay, so that's all the panorama shots so far. I forget how many I did. I want to get a lot for you guys to see. And this one right here is the last part of it. Okay, so let's get ready. So I left one building here because they are built the same way. Now, the original North Tower, which this will be the North Tower when we build the antenna on top. The original one, of course. The last one that actually went down, sadly. 9/11, very sad day. But yeah, this was the last tower to go down out of the two. And this is the one we're going to put the antenna on. So first, since they are built the same, we are going to build them separately. But this is already here, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, so we were going to start by building it down there. And it looks exactly alike, the buildings. Except the North Tower has the antenna, and it is taller. Well, it was taller in real life. Okay, so we are going to start off with a 3-block corner. Now, this is all you have in your world. You don't have the other tower there yet. 3-block corner, go up 101 blocks. And my odd number just comes out of nowhere. I'm just using it, and then we will go and extend more on it. But 101 is the number. I'm just trying to count here, but it's not really working out, so I'll just go up to 101. And when the Y says 101, then that's good. Then the middle one will be 102, but we're not there yet. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today is January the 23rd. For me, well, for everybody who's watching today, this is uploaded. I am caught in a snowstorm in my house. It's like supposed to be like 6 to 12 inches or more, so I don't really know. It's pretty exciting. I love snow. We haven't gotten any yet, so this is the best part. You know, when you wait so long, you get a big snowstorm, it's great. And I live on the East Coast, so there's like a few million people getting affected by it. Okay, so we're going to go back down here. And the middle one will be 102 blocks high. Now, as you see, the white parts that we are making right now are the pillars. It's quartz pillars. Now, you can use whatever material you whatever you think will suit the building. I'm not sure what texture pack each and every one of you guys are using. I use default every time because default is the best because it was the original, in my opinion. I do believe that the natural texture pack is pretty cool. And if I build a city in the future, I might use natural. Another city, I mean. So. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, be sure to subscribe and like the video. But I am not pushing you to do it yet. You know, do whatever you want. Feel free. You know, YouTube's free, so. Which is pretty funny since we were watching it on our TV. My family and I were watching some of my videos on the direct TV. It's hilarious because listening to myself through a TV is kind of weird. Okay, so that's just one of the corners out of the other 4 we are going to be making. Now, if you want to change anything during the video, or change anything of your own, feel free to do it. Just do it. I really don't care if you guys want to change it. I wanted to do the bottom of the skyscrapers or the Twin Towers different. But the best way is the way that I show you, but you can always change it up. So you're going to do 19 blocks And you're not going exactly 19 blocks over. I mean the stone ones. You're going to go place 19 stone blocks and leave a space in between. 19, as I said, 19. And then you're going to get a pillar. You're going to put it right there. 3 over like this. And then you're going to do this all the way around the whole building. This sets up the whole building. And you bring this up to 101 blocks. Now, I chose to not go to sky limit with the Twin Towers because I wanted to have the antenna and the Observatory Deck, which make the buildings. And I just think that it was actually, it used to be, I think, to me, was a national monument. I think these 2 buildings were just as important as the Statue of Liberty, and it was sad to see them go. And I remember seeing them go down on TV. I was very young. I was around 4 or 5. And, you know, the world would never be the same. So I wanted to build these in honor of them and all the people lost in the buildings and in the other attacks. So, and I've been getting so many requests from you guys. Like, I did a really good tutorial of the Freedom Tower, and that has like almost 45,000 views as of now. So I am very happy how successful that's been, and most of my subscribers actually come from that tutorial. So hopefully I get some new ones from this one. Some new people in the comments section. Yeah, feel free to comment if you have to say something. Please don't harass anybody. I'm not about harassing. So, yeah. So this is the same thing. Boring stuff, but keep watching. Very important. You do not want to mess up anything, because if you mess up a block, it could really ruin the whole building. And I don't think anybody wants to, you know, spend an hour fixing a mistake. I've had my fair share of mistakes while building in Minecraft. And that's when, you know, you quit for a week. There was one time I did a whole entire skyscraper interior, and I did not even save the game. So, you know, that made me kind of furious. But it's hard when you do YouTube because you can't be mad over the game for like a week or anything like that. You got to get back on. You got to keep building. So it's very hard and it's exhausting. But I do not dislike anything about, you know, making videos. The only thing I dislike is probably recording videos at like 12 o'clock at night like I am right now, because I want to get a video out because it's been a long time. Especially this one. A lot of my videos take a long time because I want to put the detail, I want to give you guys quality, I don't want to give you quantity. You know, having a lot of videos is great, but when they're crap, that's just terrible. And your time is valuable, and I do not want to waste it by giving you garbage builds or garbage world tours or anything. So I want you guys to have the best. That's why I only do a video like once a week or once every like 2 times a week. I really don't know, or twice a week, whatever you want to say it. You guys know when I upload, and I'm very happy that I haven't lost support because of my upload schedule, which there is no upload schedule. So maybe in the summer there will be. I want to get some, you know, more videos going. I want to record more in my city, Roosevelt City, and do more Minecraft World Tours. I have a few Minecraft World Tours lined up. They are working on them currently, and they're going to look really good. So if you haven't seen Minecraft World Tours, go to my channel, watch those. Those are great. They are phenomenal, actually. Every world I have toured is just amazing. There's really no words to describe. The last one was very cool, so be sure to check that out. So this goes up to 101. The middle one goes 102 if you forgot. And if you are following along, please feel free to pause the video. I am not stopping you. That's the best thing about YouTube and, you know, videos. If you're going off a tutorial, all you have to do is really pause it, and you can, or go back, do whatever you need, and it's still there. Unless your computer dies, like me. I learned the hard way. I've never done a tutorial build. I make the tutorial builds. I don't, you know, copy them. But I've had times where I am recording audio for a video and my computer dies. And that's the worst thing when you're like a few hours in or a few minutes in. It just really stinks. So I'm on like my cord right now so it doesn't go out. I do use a MacBook Pro. So I can take it wherever I go. I can record videos wherever I go. So if I ever go to a convention like Minecon, depending where it's at, I can definitely record there. I'm hoping to go to Minecon real soon. If it's like, you know, fairly close. I live in Pennsylvania, so if it could be somewhere around there, even in New York City, that'd be great. I love going to New York City. the skyscrapers there are amazing. Which I was actually in the Empire State Building, I think it was a month ago. Yeah, I was in the Empire State Building on the 79th floor where the bomber plane crashed in 1945, I think it was. And I was in that room where tons of people died. It was very, sad, but it was very amazing looking out the window. There was no barriers. I went to the top of the Empire State Building for free. It was so cool. And I saw the Freedom Tower from up there. So anybody else who's been up there, it's just an amazing experience, and you just know that I was up there too, so if you want to feel pretty close, I was there too, which is pretty cool to think about it. So many celebrities, can't speak, so many celebrities have been up there, though, too. So this is the last column. I think this is the last column. I'm not sure if I didn't do the other one yet or not. When you do these kind of builds, you feel like a robot after a while. Now, I'm not going to be showing every part of me building this. I'm going to be showing the parts that you need to see, and then all the busy work will be cut and, paste. If you guys understand what I'm saying. So the video does not go to like 5 hours. And I got this video below an hour, which is very good for me, because as you guys know who are, old to my channel, you know that my tutorials are not short. The Empire State Building one took me like 2 episodes in itself, and each episode was like an hour and a half, so that was pretty crazy. I wish I could have did better, though, with my Empire State Building tutorial. I kind of ran out of space for the top of it, but maybe in the future I'll make another one, as I said last time in my past tutorial. I know there are tons of tutorials you guys want to see, and tutorials are not as fun for me as my other videos, because it's a lot of busy work, and it kind of holds me back from my city. But I do not mind doing these for you guys to, improve on your building skills, because I love coming to new cities, and I love seeing your cities when you have my buildings in them, and I just love it. So, thanks. I'm getting a lot of Twitter things from Kyle Richard 25, getting excited for this, and here it is, man, and Andy Alasolo, I'm not sure how I say his name, but I'm just trying to think of it on my head, and Minor Nation, you guys have been waiting for this video for a while, so thank you for your patience. It's been about 2 months or 3 months I've been getting requests, maybe even a year, I don't even know, I don't remember anymore. So you're going to bring these stone pillars, or not pillars, but like bring these all the way up to a block below the 101 block. And you'll see what I mean when we get further. This is probably one of my easier tutorials to copy. Now, I don't really show you guys how to do the observation deck because it was crazy, so I'll just show you very detailed shots. Yep, but bring it a block below the end pillars. And just keep bringing this up. And like so, it's not really fun, but when the skyscrapers or when the twin towers in your world are standing, you're going to look back and you'll be like, damn, as people say nowadays. But you're going to look at them, you're going to be like, wow, that's so cool. The only thing I ask for is, credit wherever the entrances are, or whatever you want to put it. I don't care. Just put, designed by Juicy Taz 201, and then make sure you put built by whoever you are, your name, because I didn't build it, I just designed it, so. And if you do not give me credit, I will find you, and I will, I'll destroy you. Nah, I won't destroy you. Just live in shame, live in shame. No, but if you guys forget to put, like, the sign on saying I designed it, I won't be mad, and then if I come in the world, by the way, if I see a really good one, I will approve it. I'll leave a sign of approval, and that'd be pretty cool. I'll take a picture and post it on Twitter, maybe. I don't even know that. But if you finish this and it looks really good, tweet a picture to me. My what do you call it? Twitter is JTaz201, which is pretty easy to remember. Or just put JuicyTaz201, whatever. And for all of you guys who want to know my gamer tag, it is JuicyTaz201. That is the most commonly asked question. Okay, so we just use some magic to fill those all in because I have magic in me, May not see it, but I do. No, I'm just joking. Right there, just to make all that appear, took me like an hour, so appreciate it, please. Okay, so get the pillars. Okay, Make sure those are standing up and connect these. And you're going to connect all sides. Oh, wait. Made a mistake. Okay. And you're going to bring all the lower ones together. Now, we're going to be breaking some corner blocks later on. You don't need to do it yet unless you want to do it. I don't know. I'll probably forget. I'm very forgetful, but I usually catch myself. Okay, and then keep bringing this across. And by the way, this video took me like 5 days to record footage, so please leave a like. Dislikes means I like, you know, so I don't really get affected by dislikes. So yeah, that's my new attitude, whatever. Likes are pretty nice though. I like likes. They don't benefit me in any way. I just like to see who likes the video, who enjoyed what I had to build. I have not seen the other Twin Tower Minecraft, you know, tutorials. This is the only one I've seen because it's my own. And maybe I'll watch some tutorials after this. I don't know what people build out there. I probably should have seen, well, I probably should have looked at other people's, but I didn't. And I think that's pretty good that I didn't look at other people's because I might get ideas and, you know, not even know I'm using them. So, this is all me here. And connect the tops. This is pretty easy. So, there we go so far. And we'll be breaking those corner blocks right there. The 102 block tall ones in a bit. Okay, so do what I'm doing right now and bring it across. Now, as I said, the real North Tower in New York City was about 6 feet taller. But in Minecraft, I'm not going to, you know, do that because you'll actually see the difference in Minecraft and it won't look right. So I will just put them flat, you know. But if you want to go for that realistic effect, go right ahead. It's going to change the whole build, though. And as I said, if you are making this off the ground by like 10 blocks, that's alright. You can just get rid of a floor in the skyscrapers, the Twin Towers. Get rid of a floor, which a floor is about 4 thick. And you can't really tell the difference when you fly away. Okay, so we got that part done. That's a major part, you know, that pretty much outlines the whole building. So now we are going to get into the design top of it. So get clay, go 2 blocks down, and you're going to bring that across. Now, if you're using another texture, just find a texture or material that is lighter than the stone or whatever color you're using. Make sure it's lighter. And bring it right across. Like so. And connect the last ones. Okay, you're going to go around the whole building like that. I don't know if I'm going to start yet or go around the whole building. I don't think so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. Okay. So you guys saw the spacing I did there. Do what I do and then bring it across. And that was 8 blocks in between. Or maybe it was 9, I don't remember. But you guys see, if you go back and you watch it, you'll see. I'm like lagging hardcore here, so it's hard to tell. So there you go. And so you're going to do that to all sides around the top. And connect those top parts right there. Like that. With stone slabs or whatever you have. Oh, I messed up right there. Okay, just connect these. And we're going to do the same to the ones above. Okay, sounds good. There we go. And connect it. So it's pretty much like the bottom. So the ones that are like to the bottom of each, as you see. Hard to explain, easy to see, so. Okay, so there you have it. Now, next part is getting the darker material behind here. Watch what I do here. This is very important. So go from here and bring it down to right there. Make sure it's above that stone slab right there. Very important. And bring this across like this. Now you don't need it behind the stone that you see. That's going to be for walls. I'm going to be using snow because it is most realistic in this texture pack, or default. Now I'm not doing a tutorial because I don't want to go over in time, but I can make a tutorial for the interior in the future. If you guys would like to see that, I can do that. It might be hard since it's like, a condensed version of the actual buildings, just in order to get details, so very sorry if you can't get everything in there. I tried to go as detailed as I could, and you see it in the beginning of the video how detailed I went. I did little things that not other people do on theirs. It's more than just a flat building, with a spire and, observatory deck. It's way more than that, and I want to get every detail I can. That's what's made my Freedom Tower so successful. That's what made my Sears/Willis Tower so successful, and my other videos, and many other videos, like at McDonald's too. My gosh. It's always about detail, not size. Size is important, but, detail is great. Okay, now get stone and cover these 2 blocks and go straight across. Like so. And cover the tops if you can. Well, you should. It's easier to see what I'm doing than to speak about it at this point. Okay, so there you go. And it will look really good when you step back, there you go. I did a lot of video and picture watching to see, all those details and how it looks from different angles, and I think I accomplished something fantastic. So, looks pretty good. Okay, so I did all the other top sides area over there, as you see. And I really want to use potion, but I won't, because if I use a potion, then there'll be bubbles everywhere. So I did everything around, so you guys see that. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm so excited. Anybody who knows me knows I get excited over little things like, building skyscrapers or, So what we're going to do next is make sure you get some gray stained glass. If you do not want to use stained glass, that's alright. And we're going to use black. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8, 3. Okay. So we did 6 black stained glass. So we used black first, and then we're going to use gray for the rest of the building. Now, if you don't like stained glass or anything, at least use black for the top up there. That's for a main part of the building. So please use that. And right now we're working on the south tower. But for you guys, if you're building this, you are not really building either one. You're just, deciding right when you're done with it. So this could be the north tower or south tower for you guys. For me, this is my south tower, because I already did north tower. But they're the same building, as I said. The same design, exact same, except for the tops of them. So this is 6 blocks of black stained glass. 6. Tall, anyways. And you go in between. Do not put any glass behind the stone. There's no purpose at all for that. That's where the walls will be. So you're going to go around to all the other sides and do the same thing. Now, there are 2 block floor spacing in between, so you can have a nice ceiling and a floor. So 4, block glass, and that's gray stained, light gray. And that makes it look really good from a distance. And the 2 spacing in between. Now this process takes about, I would say 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes for each side inside of it. But it's all about that detail, and I want to make my floors able to put interior. Now, 4 is like, just making it. And so here's the ceiling, and that would be like the floor above it. So I'm not using those materials. I'm just showing you guys an example how that works. It'll look really good. And I'll be showing you guys how to do it in the interior walls. I'm not doing, the stairs and everything. But if I get enough requests, I can do it. If you guys want to see a lobby tutorial, that shouldn't be too hard. I say that now, but... So you're really going to continue this down the whole entire building. Like so. Now there is a certain point when you get to the bottom of the building where you stop doing this. But we'll do a little bit. And then I will just cut, to finishing. Of me just finishing it or something. So instead of going across, I'll just do that later. But first we are going to do spacing, 4, 2, 4, 2. Get that memorized in your head because that's what you'll be using for floors. 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. And you'll be ending off with a 2 at the bottom, but I'll be showing you what you'll be doing. So just keep continuing it. And there you go. And I think we're like halfway to the building. Maybe close to it. There we go. This is not the funnest part. I would say the fun part for me was doing the antenna, spire, whatever you want to call it, for the North Tower, and the Observatory Deck for the South. As I said, I will not be doing a, like step-by-step how to do the observation deck. I'll just be doing flybys, like very slow ones, so you guys can see details so you can recreate it to the best of your ability. Okay, so let's keep continuing this. I know it gets boring. Maybe you have some music in the background, good music. Don't play that rap. Do not play rap. That's not good music at all. Play some good jazz, some smooth jazz. I find myself listening to jazz and, all these great artists like David Bowie, While I Build. I listen to some really good music. I never listen to the bad music. But jazz is the music that puts me in the building mood, and when you play some Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin, whatever it is, I will build like nobody's business. But if you put rap on, I'm going to lose my mojo. I'm just not going to feel it. Not feeling it. What I like about old music is it's classy and it took thought back then to make music, and today's music is not music. It's stuff that's popular for maybe like a few weeks or a year, but you don't listen to it, But there are some good songs out there. There are good bands out there. I'm not saying there's none. It's polluted. So, you keep continuing the windows. And we're almost down to the bottom. And we're almost down there. I'm getting tired. My eyelids are like closing. It doesn't help that I'm getting over a cold. Oh, let's keep bringing this down. Okay, are we almost there? I think we gotta do like one more. Yeah, one more. We could do this. I think it's one more. Yeah, I'm checking my other model. There's no way I can remember how to build this whole entire skyscraper. No way. I make it look like I remember everything, though. Sometimes you can tell I don't know what I'm building, but, my memory is not completely there. So when you stand on top of it, you should be seeing Y19. The number 19 when you stand on top of the second block. If you didn't see that when I was holding the map up. If it wasn't 19, I'm pretty sure it was 19. Whatever was on the map. So go back if you missed that. That's what you stop at. So I'm going to continue this, bringing this up. Not fun, but I will do it for you guys. So, here you go. Magic. Now, I wish I had magic like that, or like World Edit. You know, guys, pray for World Edit and shaders. You know, I don't know. What would you guys rather see? Put in the comments. I really want to know. Shaders or World Edit? That's what it really comes down to for builders. Now, if you're on survival, you really don't care. Probably shaders, if anything. But I want some shaders. I'm not sure if it's possible, but people tell me it's possible. Some people tell you, nah, it's not. So, I don't know. Shaders will look so good in some of the cities I've seen. And even my city, oh my god, I would love to see like tree shadows and stuff. That'd be great. So, you're going to go up 9 floors in between. And you are going to start getting your gray clay. And you're going to put it in between here. Or whatever material is darker than your stone. Make sure it's the same material you used for the top behind there, inside that I showed you. And bring this up. So, like, there's 19, windows below. If you know what I mean, like 19 floors of not 19, but 9 floors of windows below. And that's going to be solid throughout the way. I'll show you what I mean then. We'll keep bringing this over. This is so fun, I know. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to probably break a few things. Make sure you remember to fix it. I was looking at one of my old buildings in my city that are probably one of the oldest things I've ever seen in my city. Well, probably one of my oldest builds, I mean. And there was a mistake on it. Nobody has saw it. No, I mean, nobody has seen it. I can't speak. It's like 12 o'clock. A little bit past that. But anyways, nobody saw it for like 3 years, so that's how oblivious I can be sometimes. But most of the time, I do see detail. If something's off, I know right away. I guess it's the builder's eye. I don't know. That'd be a very good YouTube channel name. Anybody who's about to start a YouTube channel name, make it the builder's eye. That'd be very cool. Or builder's eye. That'd be a cool building clan name or whatever. Team name. Just watch. I find out later on, 5 years later, a crew used that name and they became like world famous. That'd be funny. My luck. As long as they, send me a paycheck, I get paid for my music addiction. I can buy more records and vinyls then. So, I am a vinyl collector, which are records, and nobody knows what those are. Those are which your parents would use to listen to music back in the old days when dinosaurs roamed the earth. No, I'm joking. No, I love vinyls. I love them so much. I am a collector of the rarest ones in the world. So that's pretty serious for me. It's my hobby. Everybody has a hobby. My other hobby is building on Minecraft, if you guys did not guess that. Sometimes I like to ask people, what is YouTube, just to play with them. And so below there are 9 floors, as the last one. Hopefully you guys know what I mean by 9 floors. So it's like above the lobby, it starts as 9, then dark gray clay, and then 9 window floors again, and then the dark gray clay, and then above it doesn't really matter because that's already done for you guys. Okay, next part, we are going to get some interior. Where is the snow? Okay, there it is. Years of using this, and I kind of do not know where to find some stuff. Okay, so bring this up. I will not be doing the whole thing. The whole thing takes about an hour to do the whole interior, close to the windows with your walls. Do not be discouraged. And keep bringing this up. Maybe I did not keep this video below an hour. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. An hour is very good, though, for these buildings. And you see what I mean? In between the glass, you just gotta place it in. This is very easy. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, question below, and I will definitely try to answer best to my ability. If they are dumb questions, I don't know what I will do, but you'll find out. I like replying to all messages everywhere. Anybody who follows me on Twitter, that I enjoy talking to you guys. Some people try to message me way too much, but I won't use that against you. I know that you guys are just, loyal. So I like being able to talk to everybody and message everybody. It's really nice. I don't know, someday if I become big enough, I still hope I can talk to people and message people. I'm not going to be like one of those snobby YouTubers who do not even comment a single, comment on a video. I'll probably be commenting like nobody's business. But I don't know where my YouTube channel will take me, so I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the fun. And if you want to have a successful channel, you don't do it for the money. You just do it because you love it. If I did it for the money, you'd be seeing a video every day, a crappy video, and the video, I wouldn't care what it would look like. I would just be caring about the money, and that's not how I am. I only put like a video out a month. Well, I'm not that bad. I put probably like 3 or 4 videos out a month, but they're always good. Always. Hopefully I'm not sounding too cocky, but I think they're always good. So what we're doing here is breaking blocks, 2 blocks in between. So there's 5 blocks in between here, spacing. And you guys go up, and you stop right there. Don't go all the way up to the top, but right there. So there should be like a 5 block spacing in between each location that you see. Pretty easy. I did all the other sides already, so those are done. But you break that block and you go down. And these are perfect if you want like 2 entryways like in one opening. And just gotta do a few more. These are very easy to do. They might look hard, but they're very easy. And keep breaking it. I just realized that I had sound. I'm only having sound of me building right now, and not in the beginning of the video. I don't know why. I don't really think it matters though, but it kind of caught my eye or my ear. So just keep breaking this, and we are making some really good progress. We're going to be going to the top real soon. Yeah, top real soon. So keep breaking these. Make sure there's 2 blocks in between. It's very simple. I think the Twin Towers are very easy to build if you follow directions. Okay. There we go. And now we're going to do the building part. So it should look like that from a distance if you're like looking back right now. And we'll make them look like the other ones. So you get steps and you go in behind here, like this. I don't know how to explain it because it's kind of weird. But as you see it is how you do it. So you look this way and you put it in the back bottom and then you go underneath right there. And it should connect right there. Now you're going to do it to this. Connect this way and reverse. Easy enough. I hope it is. I can't really, it's hard to explain it, but you do like a lot of turning and then you make sure the 3 connect. From a distance you can tell if they're right or wrong. I would always double check. Okay, and then go below this one too, and same thing over, all the way over. And as you see below me, there is grass. I didn't put any other material down. I wasn't sure what kind of floor they have in the, well, they used to have in the Twin Towers, so I didn't do it. But I could have looked, but I don't know why I didn't. And we're almost at the end of this. Now, I really wanted the bottom of the Twin Towers to turn out different, but for the detail to be accurate, I wanted to do the detail more than, satisfying my needs. But I really like how it looks. There are a lot more like entryways in the real ones that used to stand. But whatever, it's Minecraft, so you can't get everything right. So you're going to go up that amount of blocks, bring it over. That was 5 blocks. 5 or 6 doesn't really matter to me. I just did a random number, which was 5. So it should be like 5 blocks below it, and then you build this in the 6th block. Or you can go 1 more up, doesn't really matter, as I said. And you're connecting the walls right here, each corner. And these will be for the interior walls. Okay? And you gotta connect these ones. And these will be seen from the outside too, the white snow, or whatever material you're using that's white. Okay. So, it should look like that so far. And we're going to go up the line right here. And we're going to connect those with the the stone area, but it would go continue to the snow, like those original walls we built later, or before, I mean. I just want to get to the top of the building. I'm so excited. We're almost there. We're almost there. I should play like Eye of the Tiger or something to be motivated. So we'll just keep bringing these down. I don't think I'm going to cut the video or do anything. It's pretty easy, and it doesn't really take that much time. I do this so for anybody who doesn't know what like it'll look like in the inside, I'm doing it for you. Everything lines up really well. So when you do interior, which I do recommend doing interior, it will line up really well and everything will work out for you inside. And I wanted to make these buildings like, like thick enough so you can put stuff on the inside, and there could be those little details that there should be. It was very hard, with an antenna, so I had to make everything flow, and that's one of the hardest things. But people really do request my tutorials because I tend to fit stuff in most of the time. Except for the Empire State Building tutorial, I kind of switched some stuff in. But I tend to, make things fit. Like the Willis Tower, like antennas, Freedom Tower, and now this. So, yeah, I never thought I would get, people asking me to build stuff. And I really want to, but, building stuff like this it's a lot of work when you have other, like, videos that you want to do. And you want to build other stuff, so it gets really complicated, but I wanted to post a video Friday, but I just consumed too much of my time. But there will be a video next week. I'm very sure about that. So here's like examples of a doorway if you want to do one. Make sure you're using gray stained glass, as I said before. Now you can do it like this, and have one entryway right here. But it would have to be open. It would be very hard to put doors. Or you could do this. Okay. And break those at the ends like that. That's how I would do it right there. And I would do that all the way around or wherever the entrance is. Now, I know the original Twin Towers were made like on a hill. So, well, the one was on a hill or anyways. I forget. I haven't seen the picture of the place that was facing towards the west. But, you can easily make it like that if you would want to make it more realistic. Just, you can look off the pictures and they come up. There was a really cool World Trade Center. There was only one video I watched a while ago of a PC World Trade Center. It was like probably one of the best I've seen, but of course that's PC. They have everything that's better than we do. I would really like to see higher build height, but I'm not sure if that will ever happen. So we'll have to work with what we have. And keep filling in the glass for everything. If you look inside then, when like you have like a ceiling and everything, it will look like there's an arch effect because the outside stone steps, which is what you want. So make sure you keep those and do not, move them or anything. So that's how it should look. You see the arches up there? That's how it should look. Okay. So we have that part done, which is not fun. But the next part is better, and I cannot wait to show you guys. So, let's get to the top. Now, we are going to wing it. Now, this is not planned. The top is not planned out at all, to be honest with you. And that's why the observation deck will just be, like showing you like a flying around thing. So, this is not, old stuff. This is all new. I created right when you guys are seeing it, that's when I'm first creating it. So, I'm hoping it'll turn out good. Okay. So, I'm just giving you guys a nice view of everything. Taking it slow if you're following along, pause it wherever. So, hope you guys like it so far. If you're wondering what's the spacing between the towers, it's like a 13 block spacing. If they were like 2 squares, at the bottom. What block am I looking for? Let's see. That's right, the pillar. So right there, the corner blocks, you just break them, and then you make straight ones up like that. I forgot to do that before, so just make sure you do that. And that makes it kind of like a triangle shape on the corners. Now, at this point right now, you are probably just coming to an end. If you're still watching this, you're coming to end of building one of your towers, and you're going to have to start making another one. So when you get to the end of making one of the towers, leave the top like empty and build the next one next to it. 13 blocks away, or however spacing you want it. Make sure you have the spacing like I do though, not like side by side. And they should look like that in a picture. Okay, so we're going to break 2 blocks all the way around the whole perimeter. And this is what they do for the window cleaner, washer, whatever you call it, scaffolding, or whatever they call it nowadays, or unless I can't think about it. But window washers, it goes to their platform, and we're going to do this all the way around. Both of the twin towers are different on top, so make sure you look at them. And if you want to add your own details, go right ahead. You know, look at some pictures and add some stuff. You know, add some of you in it. Don't just copy completely. If you have ideas, you know, use your ideas too. But if you don't have any ideas, starting to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But if you don't have any of your own ideas, it's alright. Just, you know, copy what I do. It's perfectly fine. If you're watching this video, you probably want to know how to make a very accurate version. So keep breaking these blocks. We're gonna put it right below it. Then you'll see what I mean. And breakity break with this strong American arm, Captain American arm. Except I'm not using my shield. Should be using my shield right now. There's so much lag up here because of like how much lighting it controls. Because like once you like cut off the lighting to the building, it like slows down majorly the whole world. Like it's a whole like glitching, stopping thing. Okay, now you're gonna get the sandstone, or whatever you want to call it, smooth sandstone, whatever. And you're gonna go underneath here. And you're not going to go all the way around the whole building. That would be too much work. Okay, so you're just going to do this all the way around perimeter. And you're going to bring this to like you by like 3 blocks. If that makes any sense. You'll see what I mean though if you do not understand. I tried to make my tutorials as simple as possible because I believe my Freedom Tower one was not as easy as it could have been. And I wish I could have made it better, but I'm not a really good tutorial maker. I don't think people tell me I am, but I don't really think so, because I am more somebody who builds and just, you know, tours it, shows you guys what I built instead of doing tutorials. So I'm just trying to do more tutorials and just trying to get better at it. So it would very much support if you comment letting me know if you liked it or not, or what I could improve on, or what you liked about it, or just give me some sort of feedback, or just comment saying hey, and I will try to comment saying hey back. So continue this around so it gets thicker, and I'm going to make it get thicker by another block after this one around the perimeter in here, inside perimeter. It should look like this all the way around then, you know what I mean. I was looking at some old pictures of the Twin Towers, and they look really cool, like, you know, from the 70s and stuff. All the people standing around before it was done on top. It was very cool. Now we have the Freedom Tower, though, so I think they did a very good job on that. Nothing will ever beat the Twin Towers, but, you know, the Freedom Tower looks very nice. Some people have mixed reviews on it, so. But if you're subscribed to my channel, you must like the Freedom Tower or the One World Trade Center. They used to call it Freedom Tower. Somebody told me it's not the Freedom Tower, but it used to be, so I'm always going to call it the Freedom Tower because it's engraved in my head because I was following that project for a while. So what we're going to do next is make some elevation for the antenna. And you're going to leave 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 6th block over, you put a block on top. Make sure it's half slab of sandstone. And you're going to do like a big square of that around the whole top. This is for the realism. I'm all about, you know, all the little details, not just flat in an antenna. That's not me at all. You guys all know that. And that's why you guys watch these tutorials. You want to get those little things that people really don't think about. I was looking at countless photos of the Twin Towers just to get little things like the pictures. The pictures I put in this video are very hard to find if you are trying to build something like the Twin Towers, it's very hard to find those pictures, so I tried to add it in to the video to make it easier for you guys, so you could pause it, zoom in, everything. It took me about 3 hours to find good real photos of the Twin Towers, because there are no more photos being taken anymore, because you know why, they're not there anymore. So you're kind of building from the past pictures, which is kind of weird. So if you want, you can bring black wool right here from the center core all the way to the rest of the height limit. Now, I'm going to get rid of it in a second, but it's good to know how much spacing you have. You can do that just in case you think you may run out or whatever. You shouldn't be running out, though, if you're going off my tutorial. So we're going to zoom around here and put these down really quickly. Now, I wish I could really do it this fast, but I can't. I'm like the Flash, or I'm Dash from The Incredibles, which they're making Incredibles 2, so I'm super psyched. And anybody who saw Star Wars Force Awakens, I just want to keep talking about it. It was so amazing. I hear they're already, like, thinking about the next one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, already? So, stop, besides, stop thinking about Star Wars, this just appeared right here, what I just made. And this will be the bottom of the antenna, which is realistic, very realistic. So find the center point, and as you see it is what you do. So it'll be 7 blocks in between the quartz pillars, and it's a big square, and then you have 5 in between there, and then 3. Now, it's very easy to build that right there, so there's no instruction really needed. I don't think so. That's why I just put it there, and so you guys can see it. So you get some string and put it around this whole thing. Now these are going to be for like little satellite things. I showed a picture earlier for you guys, and you should know what that is now, what I'm doing here. This is what makes the antenna right here on the bottom. Now, you're going to be using gray carpet. Make sure you do not use anything else. Don't use slabs. Slabs make it look like crap. Straight up crap. So I'm using like gray carpet. And you'll bring it all the way around. If you don't have problems like I am right now. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're really moving now, aren't we? Now. Cool beans. There we go. Okay, so we made 2 coming out right here, so we want to have it like this. Keep following this. This is what makes the building for the North Tower. We are on the North Tower. So you guys all know we are on the North Tower. Make sure this is only North Tower, not South Tower. Or however you're going to build it, doesn't really matter. Okay, so since there is already the carpet layer below, we don't have to place any more webs. We can just put it on top of here and they'll float. Kind of like bookshelves in a way. And we're going to do some random like dishes on it. We're not done yet. We're going to add some more. So right here, this one's going to be a little bit different. So go only around it one time. You don't need to do a double. One. And like that. That should be good. Okay, now get some white quartz or whatever white material you have you want to use. And this will be used for the satellite dishes, I guess you could call them in a way. Okay, so find anything, as I said. And so we're going to implement this on the edges of the carpet so it looks super realistic. Just like that. Now, it doesn't matter where you place these. You can place it like I am. I'm going off pictures of the real Twin Towers, and they're like everywhere, so wherever you put them doesn't really matter. They look cool no matter where you put them. I'm going to make them, symmetric for the most part, so they look, a little bit more organized than just like floating around balloons. So like that, and then I'll place some random ones places that really don't matter. So we got something good going here. Looks pretty realistic. If you go back to the picture from before, you'll see what we're doing here. I kind of forgot if I'm going to be having one in the future. There'll probably be another picture I'll be showing real soon to help you guys out if you're not understanding. which you should all be understanding. If you're not, go back in the video. Feel free to do that anytime. Or pause the video, come back to it another day, or whenever you decide to build this. Okay, so it should look good, like this. And this looks amazing, actually, so far. Not many people do this. Well, nobody has done this that I've seen on the Xbox One. So I guess you can bring this black wool back up. So we're going to freestyle it for the antenna. So just follow along with me. You just got to really watch what I do sometimes, because sometimes I go rogue. Like my dad's cooking. He's just rogue when he cooks. Okay. So, showing it to you guys. So, 2. Okay. Like this. So you have the one block right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I forget what that was. I count too fast. So just bring this up. Doesn't really matter. You'll see when we get up to spacing. I'm like really lagging, so it's like really hard for me to count when I lag. That's the main trouble. I can count, don't worry. But I believe these are like 12 or something tall. But you'll see when we're making clay and when we do the certain objects that go into here. Okay, so we got the clay or whatever material you're using. Get tongue twist. But yeah, whatever material you use for the light, clay, like you used on the Twin Towers, towards the top of it, use that material. And we're going to cover the black core. It's really good to have the black core, actually, because it makes it easier to build the whole antenna, because you can just build against it. Okay. So what we're going to do now is get quartz. You're definitely going to need quartz for this part because it adds detail. And here's where you'll find out if you have the right measurements of the antenna. So 2 blocks like that. Now I'm using slabs because I don't feel like getting the blocks out because I just don't feel like it. Okay, now here's what you do right here. Place the slab right there and then right two up there. And then this one will be odd right here. And then there'll be 2 half slabs. It's not a whole block. If you could see, there are half slabs connecting. And that means you have it right. Now I'm just freestyling it, and this is not planned, so I don't know what I'm really doing here. I'm just going along with it. So please no hate messages. So I might make a mistake because these slabs are not fun to deal with. That looks pretty good right there. Yep. Just keep doing the same thing. Like that. Okay. And then we have another one to do. This one right here. I'm recording the video and there are jet skis in my neighborhood. Having fun. Lucky dogs. Oh, those are 4-wheelers. I'm getting so distracted right now. I'm very sorry, guys. I want a 4-wheeler. So, I feel like I made a mistake here. Oh, yes, I did with the antenna. So we'll have to go fix that. And you see what I mean. Freestyling is always the best. It's how all my buildings are made in my city. So, it should look like that. And do not go build another one because that is the best design. In my opinion. Best design. Okay. So, we have this right here. Now, we gotta put some snow in here for the real design. And you're gonna go up 9 blocks with the white snow. I'm gonna keep misplacing these blocks, but it goes up 9, so lag is not on my side. It might look like it's coming out good during the video, but it is not. Okay, so make sure they're all 9 tall. Now get some black wool, and you're gonna bring this up 9 also. And we're gonna fool around here. I have some estimates of how we're gonna build stuff, the way we're gonna build stuff. Okay. So, get the snow. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm just guessing. So we have 3 right here. 3, you know, and then 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess I'm going to bring these up 9. I'm going to be changing them. I don't know how they're going to look from different angles, so this is what happens when you experiment. So I don't really like that, so we need to work on something here. So we'll break this block. This is the 3rd from the 9. So the white part should be about 6 blocks tall so far. Add a block here, 7, 8, 9. So the 9 would be on the 3rd block of right there. So we'll see how I like that. I'm not sure if I like that or not. Feel free for you guys. You guys play around with this. See how you like it. I swear I will have a result for you guys to look at when we're done. Okay, get some stained black glass and just put it in the black area. I'm just trying to do a little design here, but it's not really working out, so I'm just going to do it the whole way. Okay, now make sure you don't miss any like I just did right there. Okay, and you're not going to be doing them in between the corners of the black areas. Just do it around the edges. And this adds a lot of detail. It's kind of like metal. Okay. So we want to get some lighting in here for at nighttime. I'm not sure what kind of lighting you guys are going to be using. If you're in City Texture Pack, you just want to use glowstone because it looks the best. But I'm using this because this is like a new lighting source, so I just want to try it out. I haven't seen these at night, but I bet they will look good. So I don't really like the antenna like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the antenna like that, so I'm gonna probably change it. But as you can see, the antenna is pretty tall, you know, and the buildings look really good. They're pretty tall, so the white block is 3 right here. So I think we're gonna bring these back up to 9. So the white part's completely 9 blocks tall. That's an easy fix. Now get the black wool, and we're gonna make these two blocks, you know, above the white right here. Because the real Twin Tower, North Tower, I mean, antenna got a little bit, you know, thinner to the top. And we'll put some red stone torches around here. We're not going to do it on the tippy top because I want that block to be there. It makes it look taller than it actually is. And that looks really good. I like it. If you don't like it, just go and change it. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, now, time for some detailing. Okay, so we're gonna get some quartz slabs, I think. And we are going to make the helipad right here, as you see in the picture. It's a very old picture. We're just gonna be putting like a white space, because we don't really have much room to put an H and everything. We probably could, and come to think about it. It might be touching the corner of the incline there, but if you want to do it, go ahead. I do those pictures so you guys can see the real deal. And here would be the ladder entrance, because you need to be able to get to the top. So I'm just throwing stuff off the building. I'm littering. I'm sorry. Don't litter in real life, though. Do not litter. I hate seeing people, you know, throw trash in the ground, especially cigarettes. That's nasty. Okay. So we're gonna get the stone. I meant the slabs, the quartz slabs. Now there is no method to doing this. Now this just adds detail, and this is a true part of the building. How some of it goes. I don't really know how all of it goes up here, but I'm trying to get pretty accurate for you guys. So that's gonna break right there. You're just gonna have to replace it with some new carpet, which is no biggie. Okay, and now you're gonna continue this right here. You know, really randomly, really. Just don't put too many of these, and it looks terrible. But these are venting and stuff. Looks just like that. And we're going to put a few of those. And there's going to be like a few antennas we're going to be putting up here. They're pretty random. there are so many antennas on top of the North Tower that it's ridiculous. So I'm just putting like about 4 or 5 of them. So deal with it. If you want more, then go ahead and put more. And we're bringing this down right here. Now make sure the front of the North Tower has a straight one going down the middle like that. Put new carpet right here. Make sure you replace the carpet so it doesn't look weird. Okay, now doing the same like we did on the other side. Now I'm noticing there's like no satellite dishes over here. Not as many as I could have made, so I probably would add more. But don't make it like that there's too many. That would be that'd make it look too much then. Okay, now bring this over. Now the trapdoor is going to be in the way, so just stop right there. And get some glass. Get some stained white glass in your inventory real soon after we fix this carpet. So we're going to go for not the stained glass yet, but we're going to do some antennas. Got some really good detail going here. It's going to look good from a distance, I'm telling you. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to be getting the new sandstone material that I really like the color. It's going to be great for houses when I build houses. And it would be even great for like a hamburger on like a fast food place. It'd be so cool. So random antenna, I don't really care what you guys do with this. Now it's just random up here. I'm telling you, the whole entire like roofs up here are just random, but they don't make them look too cluttered because people will say stuff. So I'm just going to use sandstone for the rest. That one pole we just put right there in the orange colorish thing, that is a real pole that is standing there. Well, that used to stand there. Everything's in past tense since these buildings aren't here anymore, sadly. And it looks so legit with all those antennas. So that is the real antenna, a very old picture, and I think it looks pretty realistic. So we're almost done with the detail for up here. Soon we're gonna get some of the stained glass, the white stained glasses I was talking about, for like some little detailed parts. There's so many things that you can do on the top of here. It just comes down to your imagination and detail. So right here, I'm gonna put some, random stuff like that. There's a few of those on top. I don't know what they are, but there's something. And just break like a random block, put that on top. So sorry this is not a complete tutorial, where I show you everything where it goes exactly. It's just not really needed, just, detailed stuff. And make sure it looks like that. That's just about it for that. For the North Tower anyways. And make sure all corners are done and you have the redstone torches on the corners. Because you do not want, I guess, you know what I mean. You do not want things hitting it at night. If there were real air vehicles in Minecraft. So we did pretty good with that. I would say it turned out pretty good. And I can't wait to see some pictures of your North Tower. I put out a picture on Twitter a few days ago. And it was a sneak peek, and I think you guys really like that. I forget how many likes it has. It's like 15 or something like that. It's crazy. For me, anyways. So we're doing the observatory deck right there in the real picture, which is really good picture. You can find it on the internet. And I just built it. There you go. Boom. So I'm not showing you guys how to build it because there's so much to do, and it took me forever to build it. But I'm going to be doing some detailed, flying over it, so you guys can tell what I did. So you can, copy it, hopefully, exactly. So we did like we did for the window platform, but this is different. So in front of the fences is 2-block spacing. And then you have the fence right there. Now the real spacing here, since there is a fence now, is 4-block spacing. Between, the stone things. That's a new material. I forget the name of it. But there are 4 sandstone blocks in front of it. And then the fence should look like so. So you see the supports underneath there. It's like every other. And it is like if you slow down, you can see how many there are. And if you keep pausing the video, you can get this exactly the same way that I have it. I just thought it'd be easier to show it, me flying over here around it, near it. Just showing some detailed shots, I mean. Shots. I think that's a song. I don't know. I'm not really up to date. So those seats right there are not slabs. I could not use slabs because it kept connecting to the glass, because that's part of the new update, or fairly new update. So that is snow, and that is like 3 snow blocks, or snow slabs on top of each other, if you know what I mean, like snow layers. And we continue. So this is the platform up here. It is 4 blocks thick, but it doesn't feel that thick when you're walking on it. Okay, and that's the entrance and exit. I try to get so detailed with this and fit in whatever I could fit in. There's a lot of random stuff that's on the top of the building, like that thing right there. But I think I did a really good job, for spacing wise. And hopefully you guys can, duplicate this in your world. And it's so nice because all you gotta do is just pause it, look at something. I got into everything pretty good. You can see I go pretty low for you guys to look at stuff. That's for a helicopter landing. There's stairs right there too. That's an aerial shot right there. But feel free to do your own thing too, add your own things. That's what makes it your own build. But I tried to make it a good tutorial so you guys could see everything, and build it. And there's like these little metal things in the ground. I don't know what they are, but right here is a antenna thing. This is like 20 blocks tall. And the one right here is 19. That's with the, with the white blocks with it. And that's all the detail I can show you. Really. Maybe I'll try to show you a little bit more. That's a lot of it. Hopefully you guys get that down. If you have any questions about spacing, I'll go in my world and look for you, just for you. So, and I put fences on those, by the way, to add stuff, add detail. So that has been almost everything. I like to show you some flybys of the finished product. Even though you saw it in the beginning, you probably need a refresher. And before we do that, I want to show you the spacing in between here, so you know how many to do, unless you did your own thing. So right here, from that block to this block, it's 13 blocks. 13 like that. But you can do more if you want. I just did 13 for the video. I don't know why, but 13 just worked. You could even do 15. I meant to do 15 originally, but 13 looks good too. Okay, so just had to break that. And so just continue that entranceway around the whole building, and you should be good. We'll fly up here like we're flying to heaven. Oh, straight up. And it looks like a major accomplishment. I hope you guys can build that too, and I can't wait to see some of yours. And the observatory looks like it's not, shooting out too much of the building. It doesn't look like too much. It looks realistic, and the antenna looks so good, and I love how it all turned out. It looks amazing, and I hope to see the same reaction in the comments section. So guys, if you liked it, make sure you like the video, and I will definitely be posting more videos and more tutorials next week. Not tutorials next week, but more videos next week. But tutorials will be in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Juicy Taz 201 signing out. Have a great day, you guys. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye.